Hi there, this is just Miss H again, and we're just going to continue working our President's Essay. And today we are going to be taking a look at our body paragraphs, but just a quick review about the intro. There was a video about the intro, so after you are done writing your intro, this is where you'll start writing your paragraph for your body paragraph. Just remember your introduction was all about introducing our reader, what we're going to be talking about in our essay, which is president, and kind of talking about whatever facts you want to give about presidents, how many presidents there have been, or things like that. And then we get into here talking about which one you're going to think is better than the other based on your facts and that you've seen and the opinions that you have. So remember that your essay is all about either George Washington or Abraham Lincoln, whichever one you think is the best president. But for my example, I used Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon. So to get into our first body paragraph, what you're going to be doing in your body paragraphs is you are going to be picking one of the facts from the 8 slides on the Google slide about either George Washington or Abraham Lincoln that you think this is a really good fact and I have an awesome opinion of mine to support it, so I'm going to write about this fact and support it with my own opinion. So for my example essay, I actually found facts online about the presidents to give you guys an idea of how to write this essay. So my first fact that I found was that Ronald Reagan was the 40th president of the United States, and he served the country for 8 years from 1981 to 1989. Before he was president, he served as the 33rd governor of California, whereas Richard Nixon was in the race to become the governor of California but lost. So the fact here that I found was that Ronald Reagan was the governor of California. That meant that he had important decisions to make, he had practice in governing people, and so then I go on to say that this fact supports my opinion that Ronald Reagan was the better president because he had more practice with leading people and making vital decisions. And then I go on to say that Richard Nixon did not have that experience. And I said this made him the better president because he's more prepared to deal with people and situations than Richard Nixon was. And when you're a president, you have to make very important decisions. You have to work with other people, within Congress, within other leaders, with other leaders of countries. So this is a really important fact. So I've taken this fact of Ronald Reagan being the governor of California, and I've essentially provided details as to why this is a good thing that he did and how this fact, I can back that up with my own opinion. The fact was that he was governor of California. The fact isn't that he made, good decisions and leading people. I said that. That's my own opinion. Because he was the governor of California, I said he was good at leading people and making vital decisions. That's my personal belief. And that's what we're really looking for you with this essay, is to write about why George Washington was a good president. So you're going to go off that fact, but you're going to go into your opinion off of that. So make sure that you're going on those Google slides and you're looking to see what facts, do you have an opinion about that go with that fact and can back up what the fact says. So then your second paragraph is going to be another fact that you're going to pick from those 8 Google slides. So you're going to pick another fact about the same president that you're writing about that you think is better than the other. So this fact can be anything from the 8 ones that you've picked. It can't be the same fact that you wrote about in your first paragraph. It has to be another fact. And you're going to essentially do the exact same thing. So you're going to go in there and you're going to say, this is the fact, and type it out in a sentence or two. And then you're going to go in after that and say, my opinion supports this fact because, and go into your opinion about how your opinion supports the fact and what your opinion is. So as you see here, the second fact I had was that Ronald Reagan was a better president than Richard Nixon is because he served 8 years as president, whereas Richard Nixon only served to be the president for 5 years. So this paragraph is all about how Ronald Reagan was in office longer and Richard Nixon was not. And the reason why he wasn't was because of the Watergate scandal, which the scandal you may have heard about in social studies and things. The Watergate scandal was really just a political scheme, meaning that the other side had an office and not essentially, but Richard Nixon possibly could have been involved with helping get going them breaking into the other side's office, stealing important documents, and doing things that were very illegal and that he should not have been doing or been in charge of doing. So in this paragraph, I'm talking about that it's Ronald Reagan was a better president because he served a longer term, he didn't get himself into trouble like Richard Nixon did, And that's all my opinion, once again, because when I say that a president is better than the other, that's not a proven fact. That's my opinion. And I go on based on what I feel about that president and what that fact makes me think about and go into why I think so. So that is essentially what you're going to be doing. So for your body paragraphs, you need to have 5 sentences, at least 5. If you want to write more than 5, you can definitely do that, but you have to have 5. 5 for the first body paragraph and 5 for your second body paragraph. So make sure that you have that. You want to have correct capitalization, punctuation. When you have names of presidents, make sure you're capitalizing those names of presidents, the first and last. When you have places, make sure that you're capitalizing those. You know all your proper nouns. Make sure you're going back and checking that. So when you see us again, we will be talking about the conclusion of the essay. So that's all for now. Happy writing.